My guess is Felicia. Felicia, you called the show. Why?
My mother-in-law, she's trying to ruin my marriage. She's trying to take my oldest daughter from me. She's telling everybody that I cheated on my husband. My second daughter, or our second daughter, ain't his. That I'm a and I abuse my kids. I don't love them. I could care less about any of them. She wants to raise my oldest daughter. She don't want me to have her.
Why is that?
We were young, and my husband lost his job, so we had to move in with my sister and live in an attic in the dead of winter. So when she
You
came...
had to live in an attic in the dead of winter?
Yes, so I let her keep my daughter so she didn't have to stay up there because there was no heat, there was nothing. I'm trying to step up and raise my kids, and she don't want me to. She wants to keep her, and she cares less about my youngest one.
And why doesn't she care about your youngest one?
I don't know. I think it's because she don't think it's her grandbaby. We got in an argument, so the cops got called on him, and he went to jail. It was me and our friends, and there was a guy there. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want everybody to think I'm a horrible mother over it. But whenever he walked in, the guy was rolling a blunt in front of our daughter, but she was playing on the floor. And I never did anything with him.
Well, that's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's not good.
It's still bad. She shouldn't have been around it.
No, hey, I'm glad that you feel that way. You never did anything else?
No, but there was one time that she went over there. We took her over there, and his mom said she had a bruise on her leg. It was a little, she said, well, she swore it was a fingerprint. And we went over there one day and picked her up, and she had the same bruise, and his mom said that's from the high chair. She was jumping around in her high chair.
Kids get bruises.
Sense.
What can you do? Let's bring your mother-in-law out.
First of all, you are a liar. Everything
What I lie about?
Everything, you've lied about everything.
No, I didn't.
You didn't want to take care of her because you said you weren't
didn't
taking
get her
care of
till
her.
she was 2 months old, and I took care of her.
1 week old, I took care of her because you
Ask your
said
son,
you did not want to watch her because you
that's
weren't going to.
bull crap.
You told my son he
crap.
was going to be the one to take care
Bull
of her.
crap.
You weren't taking care of the baby.
No,
and you
that's
asked
bull crap.
me, will you watch her on days my son has to go to work?
No.
And then on days he
You
had
came over
off,
to my house
then you still
every
didn't want to
day.
get her. You never
You
wanted her.
came-
You
No,
never loved both
I'm
of your
afraid
babies.
not.
I've seen you abuse both of the babies.
How'd I
and
abuse
so
them?
have
Tell
everybody
me.
else. I found a whole handprint bruise on her leg.
It was one finger that you
No.
swore it was a finger.
No, I get a call from my son when he's at work telling me, Felicia's cussing me out saying that you better come get this baby because I'm not watching her. I am not
No.
taking care of her.
I
She's
didn't say
drinking
that.
rotten juice that's been in here for 3 weeks.
No.
And I'm not taking this juice from her.
That
I'm not
is-
doing You're letting her drink rotten juice that you said
I'm
been in there
afraid
for 3
not.
weeks, and I best come
No.
and get her because you're not going to watch her. You're letting her crawl around in dog floor where you let your dogs crawl all running through your house, and you're too lazy, choking
My dog
hazards
stayed
everywhere.
outside.
If this is true and she's, letting the kids roll around in dog and they're drinking rotten juice and she's being abusive and everything else, why doesn't your son say, hey, I'm not going to put up with this anymore?
That's what
My
I try to
point
tell
exactly.
him. That's why I told him, if you leave her, I will raise both of those babies. I said, you need to leave her. You don't bring a baby home from the hospital that's 3 or 4 days old and take her and throw her on the bed, I'm talking about, and say, shut up, you whiny ass brat.
I never said
And
that.
that's not, it didn't just happen once. I saw you do that several times, and so did
No.
other people.
Maybe you made some mistakes. I'm saying, if you did make mistakes, it's okay to say, I'm 18, I was overwhelmed, I made some mistakes.
No, when I get aggravated and upset, I sit there, I put them in, I'll put her in her playpen, I'll go smoke a cigarette and then come back. They told me if I get mad and aggravated to do that, let her cry for a while so I can go smoke a cigarette and calm down. So that's what I do.
Is he a good father?
He's a good father, but he's got some anger issues. Sometimes he gets a little angry.
Does he abuse the children?
I can't say.
If you're gonna, call her out on it, and if you think your son's doing it, whether he's your son or not, he shouldn't be doing it. If you think he's doing it, I want to hear you say he's doing it.
He's done some things before that I don't agree with, and he has some anger problems.
Like what?
The baby was 9 months old, and he had cooked a pizza, and the baby's crying. I was holding her, and he had just gotten out of the oven. It's hot. The pizza's hot. She doesn't understand she's a baby. She's crying because she wanted something to eat. And he came over there and smacked her because because she was crying because she wanted something to eat. I said,
And this is a 9-month-old.
Yes.
Let's bring him out. This is Brandon.
How dare you say stuff like that about my wife? She's been nothing but good to me, and you want to sit here and make up these faulty altercations about stuff like
Good
this?
to you.
Yeah, good.
Good to you.
Did your wife have you arrested?
She did have me arrested.
Falsely?
I mean, it was falsely, and it wasn't her, but she could have stopped it, I do believe.
No, of course she could have.
And that's what I said.
And what upset you? You came back in the bedroom and you saw a strange man with your wife with some marijuana.
That was very upsetting to me. The only time that I've ever called my mom to come pick up my daughter was because me and her was arguing. She was a good mom to me, but I think she needs to let her be a good mom to her child, and she is trying to be, and she's not letting her.
Do you believe your wife's ever cheated on you?
I don't. I don't think she's ever cheated on me. She's never.
Even the
showed me
night that
any-
you were spending
that-
in jail and she
That
spent...
was the only time she ever showed me that. Put the tiniest. There's that tiniest thought that my daughter might not be mine.
Your mom took a lie detector test, and we're going to get to her results right now. Did you fabricate the story that Felicia is abusive towards her children? She answered no. Is it your intent to break up your son and Felicia by fabricating stories of abuse? She answered no. And the results, Linda, for your lie detector test is that you told the truth. Felicia, you were asked on your lie detector test, have you ever physically abused your children? You answered no. Have you ever used excessive force to discipline your children? You answered no. Have you ever cheated on your husband? You answered no. Did you cheat on your husband on the night that he spent in jail? And the results of your wife's lie detector test is that she did not tell the truth.
What? That's
How could you do this to us? We have a family together.
It's the truth. I told the
If
truth.
it was the truth, it would have came out the truth.
But what am I lying about?
I'm sorry.
You owe it to your husband to go back out there and talk to him.
I didn't cheat on him.
Well, you know what? She passed, and I'm telling you, as I'm listening to the story, I'm going to tell you, and I think you saw it out there. I'm believing Mom.
I didn't cheat on him, though. If anything, there was a time I
Well,
fought my daughter
wouldn't you
too
be
hard.
curious about-
That's it, but I didn't remember any times.
Well, there's one more test to get to, and that's that DNA test, right?
I didn't cheat on you, I swear.
Did you ever kiss this guy?
No, never.
No, nothing else besides sexual intercourse? You have any other
Nothing.
sexual contact with
I've
him?
never done anything with him. I've known him
The
for
test
several
don't lie.
years.
The
I
test
never
don't
did
lie.
anything.
Here I am backing you up the whole time.
This probably is the most important issue, whether it really is your daughter. The results of the DNA test that you took for your daughter is that you are the father. The abuse to me sounds like somebody, 18 years old, doesn't have the capability yet, the capacity, the maturity to take care of 2-year-olds, probably short on patience. You yourself admitted to some drug use.
Who's never smoked marijuana? Please tell me.
When you're smoking marijuana and you become under the influence, do you think you might make some bad judgments around your children?
I haven't done it in several months.
You're not being a good mom when you're getting high around your children.
And
That's
I
all I'm
don't
saying.
I don't get high around them.
Oh, well, just because you went around the doorway or around outside, you're still getting high.
Okay.
Just because you don't
So
smoke
is
in front
he.
of. Oh, that's wonderful. Now throw him under the bus,
That's
too.
right.
So you know what? You love her dearly. Good pick. Get off my stage. Look at how she's reacted to this. She doesn't have a lot of patience. What could possibly go wrong with your kids? Are you willing to take that chance?
I don't think she would abuse him, Steve. I just don't. I really don't.
You don't?
I don't think she would abuse
I've
him.
seen her abuse them.
I mean,
She failed the damn lie detector test. We know she ain't lying.
I think we'll try to work it out.
While you try to work it out, I'm going to give you a good piece of advice. While you try to work it out with her, you might want to let your mother take care of those kids.
I don't think she needs to take care of them. If anything, I'll take care of them.
Well, then I suggest you go be with your wife and try to work things out.